Little boxes on the hillside. Little boxes made of ticky-tacky. Little boxes, little boxes, little boxes all the same. Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer.
You ready to blow some stuff up?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay, Boomers. Here we are again with a lineup of mini cakes. I feel like we've done this before, Jody. Am I having some deja vu?
Deja vu. This is number 3.
Number 3 in our series of mini 200s.
Correct.
Okay. All right, let's go through them. What we got?
And this first one, I don't know if you even really call this a mini 200 or not. It's called Kaletdoscope, and this one's by Boomer. There's probably at least a dozen different companies that do a product called Kaletdoscope, and they've ranged from actual cakes to like hybrid fountains.
Okay.
This one I think is going to be like a happy cake, like going to have some really small little shots that aren't really full breaks.
The color pearls, basically.
Color pearl. Well, there'll be a little bit of an explosion there, but not a full break.
Okay.
It's just I don't even know how to describe it. You just have to see.
There's obviously 8 tubes there. It's
Yeah.
very clear through
8
that
little tubes, 8 shots.
transparent window.
Yeah.
All right. And then we got Starlight.
Starlight by TNT.
6 shots in this.
6 shots. Don't really know what to expect. And actually, I'm going to
open this one up.
I'm kind of curious about this.
Look at these tubes.
Yeah, see what we got going here. I'm expecting comets maybe from this one.
Starlight. I guess that makes sense.
Kind of what I'm thinking on this is comets, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, we got a dead tube in the center for some ballast.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
And both of those first 2 came in assortments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not uncommon for Boomer and TNT stuff to come in assortments.
Right. Well, TNT will come in their own assortments where it's all TNT stuff.
Okay.
And honestly, people like to badmouth them, and I've done so myself, but some of their stuff has not been too terrible.
Right.
Some of their stuff's been pretty decent, actually.
I mean, there's a place for smaller stuff and a real bargain priced assortments. There just is, right?
Well, yeah, but some of their stuff is bigger stuff too,
Okay.
But yeah, there's a place for it for sure. Then we've got something that's been on the channel before, Ice Cube.
Chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right. That's all I got.
Okay. Pretty Little Plane by Bright Star. This one has performance on it.
Okay.
Of course, Bright Star being a division of Winda or Panda Fireworks, but they all have performance on them.
Purple yellow palms with green strobe. Green strobe. I'll look forward to how well they do that. I find a lot of greens tend to get washed out, but when you get a good one, it's a good one, right?
Yeah. We'll see what they got. And of course, this is part of a 4-cake series. We don't have the other ones, but it's a
I remember
Pretty Little Plane. Kite. Yeah, the kite, the dragon, and
something else.
Yeah.
They're all flying things, right?
They're all flying things, yes.
Okay. All right.
Can't remember.
Sunwing.
Yes.
Wild Cherry.
Wild Cherry. And that's part of a set too. I mean, like, not really a set, but there are others like it. I think there's like a grape one and an orange one or something.
Okay. Are they going to play that funky music, White Boy?
I don't know. We're going to see.
All right.
We're going to see what happens. And I don't think this has, it does have performance on it. I thought it did.
All right.
Thought I saw that on there.
Let's get that in there. We got Spit Red Peony. What is Spit Red?
Oh, no.
All right. With Crackling Willow, Spit Green Peony with Crackling Willow. All right. I don't know what that term means in that context.
If you're spitting red and green, it's probably not a good sign.
Well,
probably need to get that checked out.
You might need to go to the doctor, right?
Right.
All right. I'm looking at an Epic Mighty Mini.
Yeah, Epic Fireworks Mighty Mini. Heard a lot of good things about this little guy, actually. Okay. And there are other versions of the Mighty Mini, but I think this Epic one, I think these are supposed to be some of the good ones. Is that
going to be 7 shots there? It's got room for them. Does it say on there? We'll find out when we find out. I mean, even if there's 7 tubes, it might not be 7 shots.
Well, we can usually tell by looking if there's...
Yeah, see if there's anything in there.
Yeah. People are like, dude, you're taking too long cutting the top off. Just rip it off of there.
Yeah, they might be saying that.
You're too meticulous with that.
I might say that. We've had some comments saying that they really appreciated the care you take with the. Here's what I'm seeing. I'm actually seeing different depths on these tubes. This one's pretty deep. I'll get an angle to show that. Whereas this one is pretty shallow.
It looks like they alternate.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. With kind of a low one in the center too. So 3 kind of bigger tubes.
Right.
Okay.
It tells me we might get a couple different effects out there.
Yeah, I think you're right. So Mighty Mini there from Epic. I don't recall. Have we shot any Epic? I don't remember that.
Have not. This is the only product from Epic that we've ever had.
Okay.
In our stash.
And where did we get this one? You remember?
Crazy K.
Crazy K. All right.
Just like the next one, Nano Tech.
Nano Tech also came from Crazy K.
Yep.
Okay. And who makes this product? I don't see a brand.
No brand on it.
Okay, no brand. Got it.
No brand on it. And the last time I was at Crazy K, he actually had a really nice selection of these miniature cakes.
Okay.
He had several of them up there.
Okay. So we don't know what to expect out of Nano Tech. No brand, no performance. Shoots flaming balls.
Right.
Made in China.
Right. I don't think there's anything on it. Oh yeah, there's performance there.
Let's look at that then. Alternating with red and yellow palm trees. So we should get like some kind of tail coming up as the trunk to make it a palm tree.
Yep.
I'll be impressed if that comes out like it is in my head out of such a tiny cake. Honestly, I feel like it takes some composition to make that happen.
It wouldn't surprise me if at least 3, if not 4 of these cakes kind of outperform their size a little bit.
Okay.
Wouldn't surprise me if.
And you would not really expect it to be either of these two.
No, but I would think that
you get up into these over here, and you're thinking.
I think they're all going to have brakes, and I think that 3 or 4 of them could surprise us.
I remember being kind of impressed with Ice Cube the couple of times we've done it before.
Yeah, it's kind of an inconsistent product. Sometimes it goes boom, 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 and sometimes just all at once.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Kind of a weird pace on that.
Sometimes you want one or the other, but if you don't know what you're getting, it's tough to choreograph.
Right, and some of these small cakes like this, it's true of a lot of different fireworks, that are at the lower price points. Okay.
Just less quality control, less consistency.
Yeah. I think so.
Cool. So what else we got?
That's it, man. We're gonna light these tonight after dark.
After dark. We'll see you again then, boomers. Y'all hang tight.
Okay, boomers. After dark at the river park. Small cakes, little boxes, miniature 200-gram cakes. This first one is going to be kind of a mystery to us. I don't expect much from it, but it might not have even real brakes. But this is Kaletdoscope by Boomer Brand. This is 8 shots. I've seen at least 3 different products under this name. One of them was like a hybrid fountain, and then the other 2 were like cakes that had stuff that went up in the air, but no real brakes. So let's see what this one does. Okay, that did even less than I expected it to do. Now this one is called Starlight. It's by TNT, and this one might be very similar to that one. We shall see. This is what I thought the Kaletdoscope was going to do. That's a little bit more than the Kaletdoscope. So we're stepping up. Now this one, I think there's going to be a big step up. This is Pretty Little, which one is it? Pretty Little Plane by Bright Star. Yeah, a big step up. Big step up there. Not bad for a little guy. Not bad for a little guy. And this one we've had on the channel many times. This is the Ice Cube by Fox Fireworks, which of course is a division of Black Cat. I've seen some of those take their time, and I've seen some of them get after it like that one.
That one was pretty quick, that.
What's that?
That was a pretty quick one, that one.
Yes, that was Ice Cube. Next up, this is Wild Cherry by Sunwing. Okay, that was kind of interesting. Can't say I was expecting that. Those were like, I don't know if those were like bow ties or what they were. It doesn't say on here, I don't think. Wait a minute. Okay, spit red peony with crackling willow. Okay. Well, there should be a step up here. This is Nano Tech and no brand on this one. Big step up. Those were pretty loud. If you couldn't tell in the video, y'all, those were pretty loud. And this is the Mighty Mini. This is from Epic. First time on the channel for Epic Fireworks. All right. I thought it was going to finish with a break instead of one of the screamers.
Yeah, that was some odd pacing on that one too, right?
It was some odd pacing, yeah. I was going to say, I like to get a small little mini cake like that that has different effects.
Right.
But that one was a little weird. I think the Nano Tech was the clear winner out of that group.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that brought some boom.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just snowballs, it was some big old breaks is what it amounted to.
Yeah, there's some breaks with some good pop to them.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we got. Seven mini 200-gram cakes.
Well, shoot. We ought to do this again sometime.
Let's do it again.
All right.
Stay tuned for number 3 coming at some point, Boomers.